Welcome, man. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Turn signal to the left. Y'all know what that means? Yes, Brothers Motors, guys. All right, I gotta go in here and handle some things. Oh, that's the customer for that charge. Look at that. I ain't gonna even mention it. I'm gonna pretend I don't even see it, guys. That's the customer that I think he dropped off a minivan, caravan. He want to get some work done. So what do? We're gonna do it. Y'all know how we roll, man. I gotta go over here and we finishing up that charger. Remember the charger we was putting in had the headers on it that caught us by surprise? Well, as you can see, it's not on the ground anymore. You know what that means? That means it's in, guys. Simple as that. All right. Yes. Now I got a Ford Explorer out here. Looks like a coolant leak, man. Let's get out here and find out what's going on. I got my other buddy working on the charger over there, so y'all understand. Y'all do understand. We know everything about those chargers. And when I say everything, I mean everything. Hey, looks like a coolant leak. Is that the coolant that came out of it? I gotta get me one of these, guys. You know, some car makers use different adapters. I don't have these type of adapters. All right, but as I was saying, the Hemi is no longer on the ground. The frame is no longer on the ground. I know why. That is because it is in the air. Back in and ready to go. He gonna get a hose too and the oil, guys. I think it's 520. Guys, the correct oil pressure or the correct oil weight, the correct weight of oil is crucial, guys. Y'all know these Hemi engine, they have a tricky way to monitor or to tell if you got the correct weight of oil. Y'all see this right here? Where is it at? It's in this vicinity. You got a sensor right here, oil pressure sensor, and you got an oil temperature sensor right here. Those two will join forces into telling the computer if the correct weight. Keep in mind, weight. I'm talking about weight. I ain't talking about brand. I'm not talking about Pennzoil, Valvoline, none of that. I'm specifically talking about the weight. Yes, the computer will snitch on you. In some cases, it will store. I want to say 1521, or in some cases, it would even turn the check engine light on. All right, I've gotten in trouble for saying that code will not turn the light on because, in fact, it would turn the light on some models. So I'm very careful on what model I say that it will turn the light on. I don't just recklessly say it anymore. In fact, all the ones I thought they always store the code. I have yet to see one that as a result of the problem that it turned the check engine light on. So I guess I can stand my word until I physically see it, but my buddies tell me that's not the case. Look at these headers, guys. All right, yeah, you still got to drop the exhaust. The exhaust still over there, but that's like the last little pieces. And then he'll be ready to, of course, the transmission. This is a nag one, guys. They might as well service this transmission, guys. I try to sell that with every engine job, guys. Because what's the point in getting a good engine, new engine, when your transmission headed out? In other words, what's the point in going in with a known good engine and your transmission fluid is burnt? What's the point? All right, let me take a break real quick. Let me go find my buddy and see what's up, guys. So y'all stay tuned, man. I will be right back.
When it rains, it pours. The van? How they get in it? I mean, is that a ProMaster? Yes, it's a ProMaster. Go figure. What is wrong with the ProMaster? Hey, I see a Jeep. I see some stuff out here I'm familiar with, guys. Dodge Charger. That's a Nissan van. A lot of good stuff over here. We can get back up and running. Except for that ProMaster. Some of those have a 3.6 in it. I don't know what they has in. Get this Toyota RAV4 pushed out the way. I don't know where you're trying to go with it, but hey, Chrysler 200. What's wrong with this? I'll take it off their hands. Tell you guys, I can figure out what's wrong with any kind of Chrysler Dodge product. That's only because I can get into the system. Something like this. I mean, I'm sure it's the same. Whoa, that one's likely damaged. Oh, okay. Yeah, that might be, can't be a body shop. Well, it could be a body shop, but it got other problems. It might run, it just have other problems. If I can get into the system and understand the way it's, it operates, yeah, I can fix any car. It's just I have no way to get into it. Nah, I ain't talking about just a scan to read codes and all that. Tim at Astro Auto Repair, he good with that stuff because he got the tools and equipment to get into it. What we doing? Where we going with it? All right, you ready? Okay, guys, I gotta utilize my muscles. We're pushing this in order to get a car out. Oh, we pulled it off. He said, I'm just a strong dude. Oh, you did that? Oh. Wonder what you getting out. Hey, whole style minivan. What in the world? They just gonna let it rot away? I don't know, man. This gotta be pushed in? Damn, they got you blocked in like that? Oh, the Honda. The Buick, so you gotta get 3 out the way? You gotta get 3 out the way? Oh, this one run. Dude, we going up a hill. Huh? You ready? Alright, guys. Oh, all of that to get one car out. I don't know what. You got enough room to squeeze through here, I guess. Good thing those other ones dry. What we got going on over here? A couple of engines on the engine stand. That ain't gonna never get built. You ever set an engine on the engine stand that you have no earthly idea or no earthly plans to do anything with? See, I need to bring my scrap truck over here and grab all this stuff. Ooh, that Honda got some damage. I wonder what's wrong with this Chrysler 200. Yeah, you do, man. Oh, you rubbing on that?